everyone. I'm Adam Brown, and this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, July 28th. On today's show, Anna Smith of FineMark Bank talks to us about probate. Jeff Cory gives us a rundown of what to expect during Money Week coming next month. And we'll get another fit tip from Heather Battey and Melanie Brode. But first, don't forget about tomorrow's shopping excursion to Kohl's Plaza. It's time to change it up a bit with stores that are not on Shell Point's shopping bus route. You're sure to find a few bargains with this opportunity to shop at several retail outlets. Court pickups begin at 1 p.m. on the island, and the cost of the trip is $7. Thursday is your opportunity to learn more about assisted living during an informative tea and tour presentation at King's Crown. Transitioning through the continuum of care at Shell Point is designed to be as seamless as possible. You may know where to find the different levels of care, but do you know when and how to access the support and services you may need now or in the coming years? Resident Support Services invites all residents to attend this informative presentation by Rita Southern, Director of Assisted Living, where all your questions will be answered. It begins at 10 a.m. Thursday at the King's Crown. Please RSVP by calling 454-2077. Calling all fans of barbecue, hey, that's me! Thursday, you won't want to miss a trip to the Rocky Mountains. Well, actually, it's a trip to the Lodge in historic downtown Fort Myers. But this restaurant's decor and great-smelling food will make you feel like you've been transported westward and upwards all the way to the Rockies. In addition to their outstanding atmosphere that will have you mailing out postcards like you're on vacation, their barbecue specialties, rainbow trout, and bison cuts are so delicious you'll be planning a return trip. The cost of the vacation is $7 with dinner on your own. Court pickups begin on the island at 4 p.m. Thursday. Oh, and don't forget to bring your skis. Speaking of dining, we have some wonderful restaurants here on the Shell Point property as well. A great way to save money when dining here is with the Passport Dining Card. But please remember, you must bring your card with you to the restaurants in order to take advantage of it, just like a credit card. And as one TV commercial used to say, don't leave home without it. For more information about the Passport Dining Plan, you can visit the Palm Grill, the Crystal, or pick them up at the administration office on the island. It's time to talk about probate. What is it, and why is it so feared? Well, Anna Smith from FineMark Bank is happy to explain probate and talk about the process of paying the debts and the distribution of assets of someone who's passed away. Here's Anna with today's FineMark Minute.
Hello, I'm Anna Smith, Managing Executive at FineMark National Bank and Trust on the island. In today's FineMark Minute, we are talking about probate. What is probate, and why is it so feared? Probate is a court-supervised process for identifying and gathering the assets of a deceased person, paying the decedent's debts, and distributing the decedent's assets to his or her beneficiaries. Probate requires an attorney in the state of Florida. Probate assets are those assets that the decedent owned in his or her sole name at death. If you want to avoid probate, account titling is very important. For example, a bank account or investment account in the sole name of a decedent is a probate asset. But a bank account or investment account owned by the decedent and payable on death to another or held jointly with rights of survivorship with another is not a probate asset. Also, bank and investment accounts in the name of a revocable living trust are not probate assets. Many individuals try to avoid probate because the cost and time delays. However, probate may have some advantages. Probate ensures that your will is validated and also provides creditor protection. Creditors only have 3 months to file a claim against your estate. Your personal representative is the individual appointed in your will or assigned by the probate court to administer your estate. The personal representative can be an individual, a bank, or trust company. FineMark often serves in this role for our clients. If you have any questions, we have professionals who can answer your questions. Please feel free to stop by our office on the island or call us at 239-461-5999. With today's FineMark Minute, I'm Anna Smith.
And now that Anna Smith is finished talking about money, it's time to talk about more money. Finances, taxes, wills, investments, insurances, it's all things money as the Legacy Foundation presents Money Week coming next month. Here's Jeff Cory to give us a full rundown of what to expect and how you can benefit.
Hi, I'm Jeff Cory from the Legacy Foundation, and I'm happy to announce that we're bringing back one of our most popular financial programs designed especially for Shell Point residents. We call it Money Week at Shell Point. During the week of August 3rd through the 7th, we're hosting some of the area's leading investment management, estate planning, tax, and insurance professionals to Shell Point to offer our residents a complimentary half-hour consultation. Has it been some time since you reviewed your estate plan? Are you looking for answers to your burning tax questions? Have an annuity or insurance policy you would like reviewed? Would you like a second opinion on your investment portfolio or long-term care policy? Our schedule for the week includes Monday, August 3rd, Investment Review Day. Does the stock market have you worried? Are you looking for a second opinion on your current investments? This is a good time to discuss your portfolio with an advisor. Tuesday, August 4th is Estate Planning Day. When was the last time you had your estate plan reviewed by an attorney? Are you a new Florida resident? Do you have a question about your will, trust, or advance directives? Schedule a consultation with an estate planning attorney on this day. Wednesday, August 5th is Income Tax Planning Day. Do you need a checkup on your income tax planning? Want to learn about the new tax law changes that will affect you this year? Schedule a meeting with a tax professional today. On Thursday, August 6th is Life Insurance, Annuity, and Long-Term Care Policy Day. Have a question about your life insurance or annuity policy? Wonder how you can use your long-term care policy in conjunction with your Shell Point contract? Talk with an insurance professional today. And finally, Friday, August 7th, tenants insurance, auto insurance, and umbrella policies. Shell Point recommends that residents have a tenants insurance policy. Is yours up to date? Do you have a question about your auto insurance or an umbrella policy and if your limits are adequate? Visit with a property casualty insurance professional to discuss your policies. Please join us for Money Week at Shell Point, August 3rd through the 7th. Space is limited, so schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation by calling Beth Crenshaw at the Legacy Foundation at 466-8484 today. We'll see you at Money Week at the Legacy Foundation.
If all this money talk has your brain overworked, then maybe you should get up and get moving to get the blood flowing. Yes, it's time for some exercises. Here's Heather Battey and Melanie Broad with a great fit tip for today.
Hi, I'm Heather Battey.
And I'm Melanie Broad, here today with your fit tip.
All right, so today we're talking about upper body strength. Why do we need upper body strength? Why do you think, Mel?
Well, it gives you good definition, it gives you better range of motion, and it helps you with everyday tasks. What do you have for us today, Heather?
Okay, today we are going to do push-ups. So we're going to work our arms, our shoulders, triceps, biceps, and a little bit of back. So Mel is going to show you a beginner's push-up that we can do right here on the bench.
I like to call this a micro push-up because it's very small in size. A little tip of when you do a push-up, and keep in mind you can do this on a counter. If your hands are close, it's going to be more of a tricep bicep. If your hands are wide, it's going to be more a chest and a back. I like my triceps, but I call this a micro push-up. It's small in size. Abs are tight, my back is strong, my body's kind of rigid and stiff, and I fold my elbows underneath. And remember, you can do this on the counter, or you can go lower even onto the floor. What do you have, Heather?
Well, she was working her triceps, which is back here. There's 3 muscles that make up your tricep. I'm going to show you something that's going to work into your chest and your shoulders a little bit more. You're going to come into that same position, except for your hands are going to go a little bit wider than your shoulders. Again, just like Mel said, you're going to keep your abs engaged and you're going to slowly lower yourself down, keeping your head and your neck in neutral, and then pushing away from your bench. You can use a chair, a bench, countertop, lowering down nice and slow and controlled, and then pushing away. If that's too much, you can find yourself against a wall where you're going to do the same sort of movement. So pretend the wall is here, you're going to come into the wall and then push away, working your arms and your chest. That's today's Fit Tip. See you next time.
And now it's time to cover all of today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Shell Point TV Happening segment. I'm Caitlin Van Scoy, and I'm here with Bev Chanley, and we're going to let you know all of Tuesday's activities today. At 7:15, we have a Health Connections class, Bend, Breathe, and Balance. That'll be in the Health Club. At 7:30, we have Round Robin Tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. And at 8 o'clock, join us for a pickleball game at the pickleball courts. The Stamp Ministry will be in the Stamp Room at 8:15. And at 8:30, the Ladies Golf Association will be meeting at the Shell Point Golf Club. The Match Play Mixed Doubles Tennis will be at 9 o'clock at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. And at 9:15, Open Painting will be in the Art Studio. That'll be down in the Island Tunnel. Shuffleboard will be played at 9:15 at the Shuffleboard Courts. And Through the Bible Study Group will gather in the Osprey Room at 10:15. The Susie Q heads out to Grandma Dot's restaurant for lunch at 10:15. You do need to sign up for that. And our last morning activity is at 11:45, the Life Quest Living Healthy class. That'll be in the Osprey Room. Here's Bev to tell you all about our afternoon.
Thanks, Caitlin. At 12:30, we have Mixed Progressive Bridge in the game room at the Woodlands. And at 1 o'clock, we have a Health Connections class, Fitness Room Orientation. That's down in the Health Club, and sign-up is required. The Knitters group will be in the Osprey Room at 1:15. Also at 1:15, the Rollicking Recorderists will be down in the Tarpon Room. And our last 1:15 activity is the Women's Ministries Prayer Group, and that's at the Hospitality Room of the Village Church. At 1:30, we have COPD Support Group. They meet in the Oak Room at the Woodlands. And a Health Connections class starts at 1:30. This one is Aqua Pilates Stretch. That's in the Life Quest Aquatic Center. At 1:30, the Stamp Ministry will be in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. We have a library book talk at the Social Center at 2:15. At 2:45, it's time for another Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 2. That's in the Health Club, and it's currently full. Well, we thank you for joining us today, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy classes for Tuesday. At 10 o'clock, the loss of the treasure ship Atocha and its remarkable discovery will take place in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands, and sign-up is required. At 10:15, Apple iPad or iPhone walk-in clinic in the Manatee Room of the Island.
Menus for Tuesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is tropical chicken over yellow rice with red beans. The soup of the day is corn chowder. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a patty melt with grilled onions and a side salad for $7.75. The dinner special is pot roast with mashed potatoes and carrots for $8.75. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are stuffed chicken breast for $13.95 or seared sirloin steak for $15.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm David Pavey. I don't enjoy camping. My first experience of camping took place when I was just 12 years old. I went to a Bible camp in a muddy field 30 miles from my home, which was in Bristol, England. A real camp where we slept in ex-army bell tents, packed in like sardines, our heads to the outside and feet to the pole. Torrential rain and cold weather played havoc with my asthma. So I hatched a plot to escape. And within 24 hours, I packed, said goodbye, and hitched a ride home with a visitor, to the utter amazement of my parents. What a dump, I explained. That wasn't my idea of a good time. My interest in camping went downhill from there. Valiantly, I tried again as a young adult now, sleeping out with a friend in a forest near Cameron Lake on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. You guessed, about 2 in the morning, the skies opened and it rained cats and dogs. We quickly bundled our soaking sleeping bags into the car and hightailed it 100 miles south for Victoria and a proper bed. Give me a good hotel any day. So, imagine my respect for Abraham, who chose to live in tents for 100 years. He was 75 years old when he set out from Haran in Mesopotamia, and 175 when he died in Canaan. Imagine camping for a century. And his son Isaac and grandson Jacob also lived in tents. By living in tents as an alien, Abraham set an example for us. He did so in anticipation of living someday in the celestial city. The Bible tells us that by faith Abraham made his home in the promised land like an alien in a foreign country. He lived in tents, for he was looking forward to the city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. Abraham was in the promised land, but still had his eyes set on the ultimate promised land. Say, do you? Do I? Like Abraham, God expects us to live as aliens, separate from the world. Don't let the world around you squeeze you into its mold, he warns us through Paul's admonition to the Romans. Having lived in 3 countries, I'm used to being an alien. The English think I'm American. The Americans think I'm English. And the French are not sure if I'm English, American, Belgian, or Swiss. But all of us who are Christ followers are called to see ourselves as aliens in a world that in general doesn't take God seriously. Jesus urged us to be in the world, but not of the world. The boat must be in the water, not the water in the boat. God calls us, like Abraham, to look forward to our home in heaven. Remember the old song, "This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through." So remember, like Abraham, we are called to be perpetual campers, to live as aliens in this world, looking forward to our home in heaven. This mindset will impact our values, our speech, our conduct, and our relationships. And it should make us very happy campers. And thank you for tuning in to Village Church Connections.
Well, that's it for today's show. Be sure to watch again tomorrow when Dr. Roger Herchak talks about the importance of hospice care. And we'll return to the model train room for another look behind the scenes at the engineering marvels that are taking place during the off-season. Until then, this has been Shell Point Today for Tuesday, July 28th. I'm Adam Brown, and from all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.